So I'm setting up the phone here to go live on YouTube.
Good.
So just wanted to bring you guys out with me here. Wife and I are out on one of our trips to dig geodes up here in the Keokuk, Iowa area. So I'm working on this area. It's one area here. Got some pretty big geodes in this area, and just thought I'd bring you guys with me to work on these for a little bit. Here, these are some of the ones that I've got out so far. These right here, and then there's another big one. Use that one right there. Yeah, right there. I dug that one out a little bit ago. That is mainly just solid quartz. I don't think there's going to be a void in that one. But I got a nice little pile going right here. Another good sized one right here. And then if you look in here, you can see several. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 10 that are easily seen right here. So we'll work on these for a little bit. Let's see, where am I going to be working? Right in here. There. Let's try to get the camera set up okay. There's that, yeah. Okay, at least now I know. I'm going to be doing some little bit of work right up here. But anyway. See, there's a good sized one right here. Oh, I just pulled that out. Doesn't feel too bad. It's still kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy. We'll set it aside. I don't know if we'll take that home yet or not. Hello, SYYC. How are you? Again, all there at the very beginning, I went by and showed what all I had dug out so far. I'll show it here in a little bit. I don't know if you can see. Here's a geode right here. Here. Oh, there. Just pulled a couple more out. If you've dug geodes before, you'll know this when they're flat like this. Hey, thanks for the sub. When they're flat like this, there's not a real good opportunity for a void inside there. I tend not to keep those little pancake ones. Let's see if this is. Yeah, that's all quartz in there. Is it? No. Yeah. That's all quartz. Yeah, that might be something. That might be an interesting cut. With a shape like that, you never really know where a void could be in that. Oh, nope, it is two. There's two different geodes there. Yep. another one. Again, without it being so round, the chance of a void is pretty slim. Let's let that one side though. It's got a unique shape. I'm not sure if you can you see down? Yeah. There's another one right there. There's a little one. Hey, Christopher. And in this place, we like coming to this place. We find a lot of, let me try to think. When you said Simone's here, is that who I think it is? We're not related, are we? There's another geode. Ooh, that one could be pretty good. It doesn't feel super heavy. The reason I ask that is because I have a family member who, in the past, has gone by a screen name like that. That's the reason I ask. Look at that one. That one just popped out. Pretty good size one there. And I'm about to get the power tool out. You can see this wall crumbling here. There's a geode popping out right there. I'm not sure that's going to have a void to it. I'll set that aside, maybe.
He's hiding down on the dirt.
You say, how did you get here? You mean on YouTube or where I'm digging for geodes? This is a trip my wife and I take. I started taking it by myself. I wanted to go do it, and she had no interest in it. And then I started bringing home rocks or these geodes and cracking them open, and she started seeing them. She's like, maybe I will go with you. And now she's got the geode bug. She doesn't have the gold fever, but she, oh, this is going to be a good one right here. Look at that one. Boy, and let me tell you, that's not super heavy either. There's going to be a void in that. Yep. The thing about digging in this spot here, you'll hit a spot and you'll see some geodes. Hey, Chicago, Kenzie. You'll hit a spot and you'll, like a geode like this one right here. Well, that's a good size from there. You'll see it, you'll start working on it, and then you start digging around it to free it up. And then as you're digging around it to free it up, all these others start popping out at you. It'll be a kind of nice one too. Yep. All right, a little bit ago I said I was going to bust out the power tools. I guess I am now. Another geode right there. I think that's going to be pretty solid due to the shape and the weight. Oh, you want to see the inside? All right. I have one over here. I found a little bit ago that was already busted open. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. All right, so here's one I found earlier. It was already cracked. This doesn't have a great void to it, but it still doesn't look too bad. So, crack it open. It's dirty on the inside there. You see those crystals? This spot here, there's a lot of citrine in the crystals. You'll get some crystals that are pretty yellow. Some of these are kind of, I know this is a crystal that's kind of a grayish color. Yeah, that's one I found a little while ago. It was already busted open. About that size and decent little void inside. And I'm about to get, here, can we move this over? Yeah. There, yeah. About to pull this one out here. There you go. That's a good size one right there. That's, man, that's easy 40 pounds. With it being this heavy, I can tell there's probably not a void inside there. But that's a big one right there.
I know there's parts of this that aren't geode, but there's definitely parts that are.
Yeah, well, and like I say, if it's flatter, you know, there's going to be less of a void in there. So it's just there's one popped out. You see where I'm on? Yeah. So I guess that's just a gamble.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's not.
Let me try to move the camera over so you can see where I'm working now. Whoa! There you go. You see copper. Oh, there he is. Copper's hot. He's laying down. Ooh, I can tell you that's gonna be a good one due to the weight of that. That's gonna be a good one right there. Here, let's. Yeah, that doesn't have a good ting to it. If it's solid quartz, it'll have a. Now, I don't know. Finally, this one here. See how that has a ting to it? That's pretty solid. That other one has a dull sound to it, so that tells you there's going to be a void in there. Find little bitty ones too. Yeah, my wife's over here. She's doing the same thing. I like coming to this spot, but this is her favorite spot to come dig. Simply because the geodes there's some big geodes here. Talking with the I was talking with the owner a little while ago. He said the biggest. I asked him what the biggest geode is they pulled out of here, and he said if they don't fit in a 5-gallon bucket, he charges by the pound. And the biggest one they pulled out of here was 480 pounds. Yeah, so there's some big geodes here. See how flat that is? It might be pretty inside. The quartz that's inside there might be pretty, but did you break one? You can try to salvage it, the other half of it or something.
These are all they're all stuck together, kind of.
Oh yeah.
But it's really hard to find the line in between them.
Right. And then when you start hitting them and there's a little bit of a void, then they crack. Yeah. Oh. Another little one. Little baby one. I got a couple down here I'm working on. I don't know if my shoulder's probably blocking. I got a couple down in here I'm working on. There's another big one. With these big ones, we have taken some of these big ones, a couple of these big ones home. But he charges by the pound, and with some of these big ones, it's so hard to tell if you're going to have a void in it. Where do you live?
And Park
Oh, we're in the, yeah, we're nowhere near Canada. We are in the, we are currently in northeast Missouri. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the, I guess there was a book written a while back called the, something like the Fabulous Keokuk Geode. And it was something about a geode that was found. Something that's actually the next farm over from where we are. We're in northeast Missouri. There's another one. And so Keokuk, Iowa, that's the southeast corner. So this is a big, big geode pocket that kind of extends from southeast Iowa, northeast Missouri, and into Illinois. I'm not sure, the western side, northwestern side of Illinois. So this big geode pocket that runs through here. So, and typically, like all of these are not open places that the public can just walk into and start digging. Oh, there's another one. There's another good sized one. Again, because that's flat, I'm probably not going to keep that. Yeah. I'll tell you what, one of the most common questions I get from friends when I tell them to dig geodes, they say, well, how do you know it's a geode? How do you know it's not just a regular rock? And there's a couple reasons why, or how you can tell. One is when you hit it with a hammer. Let's see. So this is like shale. This is like shale, and when you hit it, it's kind of a dull sound. When you hit a geode that's quartz, you hear a very tinny sound. So when you hit a rock and it has that tinny sound, you know it's a geode because it's so hard and the quartz. All right, so I've been live for about, price per pound. So the this landowner here, if it fits in a 5-gallon bucket, he charges 50 cents a pound. If it does not fit in a 5-gallon bucket, he charges $1 a pound. I brought one home 2 years ago that was like either, I can't remember, 63, 68 pounds, something like that. My wife brought one home last year that was around 50 pounds, 50, 55 pounds, something like that. So I've cut mine open. We have not cut my wife's open yet. We still have to do that. And when I said this landowner charges, what he charges, some of them do charge $25 for a 5-gallon bucket. If you have one geode in there, or if you have it filled all the way to the top, it's $25 for a 5-gallon bucket. And I say this is not just an open area, but this is right next to the Des Moines River. Not far from here is the Des Moines River, and I've walked the. We can't do it now. The river's up big time now, but you can walk the riverbed of the Des Moines River and find them just right there in the riverbed. What are you gonna have for a snack? What's the snack for this morning? I say this morning. Probably it's afternoon now for me. You get it out?
There's two of them.
Two of them. The wife got two of them stuck together.
That took forever.
Alright, let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to work on getting some of these out here. Oh, man! I didn't just do it right then, but I just looked up and saw that here's a little one that broke.
There's the line finally.
See that? Do what?
I said, there's the line finally.
Yeah. That one's got a little void to it. Tiny crystals. Oh, there. Let me, again, I've been on here about 25 minutes now. I was just going to show, this is the area, this is the hole I'm digging in right here. All this area here. This looked exactly like that when I started. So I just started digging down, throwing dirt up the hill there. These are the geodes that I've pulled out of here so far. Three very good sized ones, and then here's a pile of, I can't see, there, yeah. And then here's a pile of smaller ones that I pulled out. So there's copper. Copper's hiding down in there, trying to find shade and stay cool. Yeah, this is a, what do they call it, rotary drill. So, I mean, it's typically used for drilling into concrete. But with the right bits, you can use it, just chip away stuff. See, I'll pull off a section like that and then look at the fractures. This, for example, is one. I pull this off and I can see this indentation right here. That tells me there's a geode. Here it is. Oh, come on. Come out of there. Gosh dang it. Come on. There. There's that geode. Right there. Add that to the pile. Another one. I don't know if you saw that one just pop out there. No diamond. Yeah, it's just quartz. Quartz here, no diamonds here. Man, I'd hate to butcher your name. Maki Dua. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, not sure. See, like I just pulled this chunk of dirt off right here. There's a geode right there. There's two geodes. There's one, and there's two. right there. Oh, hey, look at that. See, I pulled that open. There's one right in the middle there. We're not going to keep that one. Oh, that was a little baby. Look at that little geode. Little bitty tiny thing. See that? Little bitty tiny one.
Should I mess with trying to get the geodes out of this? Or should you take the thingy to it
I could do that.
later?
Yeah.
Because there's lots of geodes like inside of both of these.
I don't think there's lots of them. I think it's all a big conglomerate. Like all the quartz has stuck together.
I can see one there, one there.
Right, but I'm saying it's like it formed and then little bubbles
Okay.
of quartz on the outside.
And I'll just leave them. And have to dump some water on top of it. But then it'll be all muddy.
Yeah.
And then in my pot.
Yeah. There's another one.
You want a drink?
Oh. Do I sell them? No, I don't tend to. I have a coworker that said that she wants to buy a bucket of them. I currently have, I don't know, at least 4 5-gallon buckets of geodes at home that we haven't even cracked open yet. No, I just dig them for fun. Getting them out and then, cracking some open every now and then and seeing what I find inside. Oh, there's one. See, that's the thing. You want to find these big ones in here and work on them and get them out. And then when you pick them up, they're light as a feather. That tells you there's going to be a big void inside there. And you can see all those pretty crystals and everything inside. That's heavy. It's flat and heavy. There's not going to be much of a void in there, if any. Oh, there's a good one. Yeah, the first couple times I came out here, I didn't have the rotary hammer, and it was just rock hammer and chisel, and And that is a workout in this spot. And then after the second time we were out here with that, then my wife got me the rotary hammer for, was it Father's Day?
I think so.
Father's Day or my birthday, one of the two. Yeah.
After I spent
Yeah.
2 hours.
She spent a long time working on
out.
getting this one geode out, and then she finally got it out. It's like, man, we need one of those hammers that can, or the, you know, drill, the hammer that can just pop it right out. And the same token, how many times has she used it today?
Stop, bud.
0. She's used it 0 times today. Boom. Got that one out. All right, guys, I think I'm going to jump off of here. I just wanted to go, if I can find my hammer, there. I just wanted to go live for a little bit. Again, people that sub, thanks. Appreciate you joining me on the adventure, and come back and we'll see you again. So, you guys take care. We'll see you later.